Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
It's Soca Parang Indie Basket, the Spice Basket. Saturday, 5th November, featuring from Trinidad, Scrunta, Baron,
Then you go see how the Parangos have me.
Marcia Miranda.
Darling, look, it's Christmas, a special time of year.
From Grenadians, Jericho String Band, Lele. Hassan Leke and Steve Theodore. Get your early bird ticket for $60 after you pay $80 and more at the door. And are available at Chucky's Bar, Brendan on the Terminal, Grenada Optical in St. George's, Gittins Pharmacy Grenville, Gittins Healthcare Grandance, Chai's Bar St. Mark's, Nick and Bites Quav, St. David's Pharmacy, Calico Shopping Center, Main Street, Sotiers, Soca Parang Indie Basket, Spice Basket, Saturday, 5th November, showtime, 8 p.m. Brought to you by National Lotteries Authority, WeFM, Boss FM, Top FM, Magic FM, Bulk by Carib, Captain's Harris, GBN, MTV, Alamanda Hotel, 3 O's Auto Supplies, and Grenada Distillers. Soca Parang Indie Basket, Spice Basket, Saturday, 5th November, showtime, 8 p.m. It's another Chucky's promotion.
Have you ever imagined the value of being provided the best care services in the comfort of your own home? Or do you need caregivers that are truly invested in the health and well-being of your loved ones? Here at Innovative Healthcare, we are committed to providing you the highest quality care right in your home and the flexibility to recover at your own pace. Our services include Alzheimer's dementia care, wound care, physiotherapy, post-hospitalization care, cataract care, and so much more. We understand the great importance of your health and privacy. That's why we have a fully staffed team comprising of medical doctors, registered nurses, patient care technicians, and nursing assistants. We are located at Grove Street, St. George's. So contact us on 404-7838 to book an appointment today.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
And of course, we want to officially welcome everyone to another Mikey Live program. How are you doing? How was your day today? I hope that you was good. I hope that you have plans for tonight and things like that. You know, life is short, and of course, you could break the routine every so often. You know, just to have some fun. You know what I mean? Alright, so how are you? Okay, so we want to say hello to the first-time viewers on the program. You know, we always have first time. Every night we have somebody new, at least, on the program. So we want to say hello to you. And to the usual suspects, that's people who never miss our program. Well, I want to say hello to you as well. Welcome to the business. So we have a few things to tell you about on the program tonight. The RGPF, they're providing an update on the Joshua Paul shooting. And Granborough and Grand Bacolet estates targeted for increased crop production and farm access improvements under the OECS Integrated Landscape Management Project. And UK visa and employment scam currently targeting Grenadians, they say. And we have a lot of other things to tell you about. The new National Party boy, they get on. And they are asking the NDC to provide evidence of a deal that they've been talking about. So the political thing is heating up, as we were saying yesterday. You know what I mean? Anyway, we'll talk about that if we have time here, Papa. So, we want to let you know that the headlines was brought to you to the kind compliments of Courts, Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value, IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors. And of course, we've got Infinite Contractors and Innovative Health Services. So folks, when we come back, it will be real news in all your Lily Lolo. We have a very short break. Yes, and we will be back.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PTINR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Alrighty, alright, and again we'd like to say welcome to one and all to another Mikey Live program, and I'm your host Mikey Hutchinson, and yes, this is what we call news discussed, not told. Alright, so brace yourselves. Alright, now we do have a few things to tell you on the program tonight. We've got some updates from the Royal Grenada Police Force for you as well. Alright, so let's get straight into the business. So we can tell you that the man who has been charged for killing his former lover at Beaton earlier this week in St. David is still hospitalized. Yes, police provided an update for this case. Now, Godfrey is the man who has been accused of killing her. He has sustained several wounds, according to reports from someone who witnessed the incident and decided to intervene. That individual dealt some blows to Godfrey, and as a result, Godfrey is still hospitalized. We are also told that it was CSI kind of work that the police had to do in order to apprehend the suspected killer. According to one source, police had to follow blood trails that crossed the river, and they had to find the continuation of the blood trail. That was very, very hard to accomplish. However, the police were able to do so and eventually find the suspected killer where he was hiding. So we have to say kudos to all the clap for the police, no matter all the thing in. Or don't say all kind of thing about the police. I tell you all I was told by a very reliable source that the police had to follow leaves and small blood trails in the bushes. And they said that they were doing well until they met a river. And you don't want a river place, you meet a river place mashup, you can't follow blood trail in a river. So they crossed the river and had to search. They had to search the whole place for traces of blood, in which they eventually found the police, the Royal Grenada Police Force, boy, give them boy a clap, boy. And so, again, the individual who was accused of that crime is still hospitalized, all right, as per update provided by the Royal Grenada Police Force. Oh dear, we're moving on. How are we looking? So the next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, another update from the police. They say that they have completed the investigation into the shooting incident, all right, which preceded the death of Joshua Paul earlier last month. They say, although the autopsy has been conducted, they say they have not received the report. So as a result, they are unable to move forward to file the relevant documents to the authorities, all right, so that the necessary decisions may be made. So the police, they are saying that they will be awaiting that result, and once that is done, they will be giving the update to the nation, all right. So this is them just coming out to give you a heads up as to what's going on regarding this particular case, all right. Well, yeah, we moving on. How we looking? So the next thing that we have to tell you about, by 500,000 euros. You hear me? 500,000 euros. It has been allocated to Grenada for the implementation of an OECS integrated landscape management ILM project that will be geared at strengthening Grenada's resilience and adaptive capacity to the impact of climate change, improving food security, and securing global environmental benefits. Now, during this week of the week of October 19 to the 21st, a team from the OECS ILM project implementation unit and the central component of the EU-funded Landscape for Our Future program, LFF, conducted the first learning mission in Grenada, where they visited two target sites, that's the Grand Bras and Grand Bacolet estates, and conducted a consultation and stakeholder mapping exercise. Now, the objectives of this mission were to introduce the LFF to Grenada's context and its challenge, and better understanding the nation, and its challenges, and better understanding the national application of the OECS ILM initiative, its theory of change, and the project's planned actions and partnerships. Now, Grenada's project, which is termed Restoration of Abandoned or underutilized croplands, through the implementation of the ILM, SLM, and the climate-smart agriculture practices, is aimed at rehabilitating cocoa and nutmeg fields at the Grand Bras and Grand Bacolet estates, cultivating fruit trees, vegetable and root crops, improvement of farm access roads, and training. And it's a whole lot more, but I thought that was a very interesting initiative and development for us. And so we've actually posted something on our site about that so that persons can learn more about it. The Grenada National Cybersecurity Incident Response Team, CSIRTGND, wishes to inform the public of a United Kingdom visa sponsorship and employment phishing scam currently targeting Grenadians and is being shared by Grenadians via social media. The scam was identified and flagged by the CSIRT CSIRT GND on October 27, 2022, and warnings were thereafter posted to social media. Now, the scam invites interested persons to click on a given link to apply for a United Kingdom visa as well as to sign up for employment. CSIRT GND wants the public to know that the link shared in this message leads to a phishing website and that visiting phishing websites can result in account compromise, device compromise, or both. Additionally, sharing personal information on a phishing website can also lead to identity theft. Now, the public is hereby warned about engaging with unverified advertisements, sponsored posts, messages, emails, and other postings. If you receive the message, please delete it. If you receive the message, click on the link and enter your personal information. Scan your device for malware and monitor your accounts for suspicious activities. Anyone needing assistance in any of this, or if you want to verify any of the whether or not you were compromised or anything like that, you can check out the office. You can give them a call. In fact, they've got a website number as well. They are on Telegram, etc. The number 423-2478. They're also on email, csirtgnd@gov.gd, or you can check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That is at CSIRTGND. Mele, I have to get a thing, a knocker. Mele, who ready for the mele? Now, I need to get something more bodily to knock my spoon. I don't find that thing knocking. I'll get a Coke bottle. The old school Coke bottle or Fanta bottle, you know, with the little with the ridges. When I have a melee story, when we're ready to talk politics on the program, I don't have a special sound. So last night I was telling you guys that the Prime Minister is concerned, and his government or his party, they are concerned about certain business arrangements, for want of a better word, done under the previous administration, the NNP. And he cited one ambassador, you understand, to, who was appointed sometime close to the election, paid that little money to the South St. George constituency office. And he's suggesting that all give back the money. He was saying, giving the NNP advice. He said the man want back his money. You understand? He said the man want back his money. Now you're saying that monies that were meant for the government ends up in the constituency office. And that's wrong. Very wrong. So you say, whoever is responsible for the money, pay back the money. So the opposition party now, the NNP, responding again. Do you understand? And all remember those meetings, those were made, those allegations were made in the town hall meeting. You understand? So they are saying that they have no knowledge that the NNP, of that, what the Prime Minister is talking about? Former Foreign Affairs Minister Oliver Joseph. He's saying that the party administration had a policy on accepting cash for diplomatic passports. However, there have been denials that a Polish man was charged almost double the usual amount, and a significant portion of that going into a bank account of an NNP constituency office. So earlier, in an article published by the Caribbean Media Corporation, the CMC, Oliver Joseph confirmed that there was a policy of the former administration led by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell of appointing diplomatic passport holders as ambassadors at large if there was no representation in the territory or jurisdiction from which an application for citizenship came. No diplomatic immunity was granted, he said. Unlike an ambassador in residence, who is usually limited to a country or embassy, an ambassador at large operates in several neighboring countries. He says, what we did is conduct a thorough due diligence investigation, and once approved, they are then asked to pay the required funds to the state of Grenada. The fee, Joseph says, was $150,000 US, nothing more. And the cabinet conclusions will reflect the same, he says. Joseph insisted, that the amount paid to the state was only $150,000 US. And there can be no other figures in the cabinet conclusion. See, that is the figure we set. And his words, we did not change it in the build-up to the election. So I challenge those with other evidence to present it. That's Oliver Joseph. So you heard from the Prime Minister. You heard from the party, NMP. Now you're hearing from Joseph, who was also part of the party, who is also part of the party. You understand? Former foreign minister, foreign affairs minister. He's a former foreign affairs minister, you know? So that was part of his portfolio. You understand? So you see, no go so. And the other side is saying, Satna gosa. Anyway, really that talk. Representatives, we're moving on, from 14 of the 17 districts, which forms a critical part of the disaster management structure in Grenada, met with the National Disaster Coordinator, Dr. Terence Walters, on Monday, October 31st, at NADMA's conference room. Now, the positive show of support by way of attendance at the meeting on Monday was an encouraging sign, they say, on the overall growth of volunteers in the disaster management process. Now, the inaugural meeting with the new head was convened with an aim to obtain a general understanding of the status of the districts and the teams, and to chart the way forward for the effective management of the districts. Now, underscoring the importance of the teams as immediate first responders, Dr. Walters thanked the members for their individual and invaluable service of patriotism to the people of Grenada. Dr. Walters made a call for others to become volunteers with the agency and be of service to the country through disaster management. Now, the coordinators were encouraged to aim towards greater involvement in community activities and to develop and understand district plans, all aimed at building resilience. Now, sharing thoughts of their first engagements, coordinators spoke to a renewed sense of hope and confidence in the new management to be able to bring structural and timely reforms to the disaster management process here in Grenada. It's no ordinary day in Grenada today. We are observing, the death and legacy of a man who has played his part in the broadcast industry here in Grenada. Anthony Jericho Greenidge, who was an entertainer, a calypsonian, soca artist, parang singer, radio broadcaster, MC. He wore many hats. Died November of 2011. I was at the time an employee of my company, BFM Radio, and at the time hosted the most popular radio show, morning show, probably in the entire Caribbean. He innovated, he excelled, and he died a champion. And his legacy lives on. The Plea the Cause program on WFM Radio is still there, though hosted by someone else. But, of course, the format is maintained. You know, we've seen so many great people come and go. So many. And sometimes we forget how they have somewhat, carved parts of our journey. You understand? However small. However small. You know, and today I would like to join in my company, WFM Radio, and join with the rest of the nation in just recognizing the contribution that he made to broadcast on a whole here in Grenada and other parts of the world. I remember when he passed, several days before his passing, we knew that he was going to be away for a while. So he traveled, we knew he was going to be away for a while. And so we were making plans to create a remote broadcast setup for him. So we spoke of all that. And then maybe a day or two later, we found that he became a bit distant, and we were trying to reach him, and he was not as responsive as he used to be. And then his relative, his family started answering the phone and speaking on his behalf. And he would still be hopeful that, it's going to be okay. He's just going through a rough patch in his entire sickness, And then we got the call that he didn't make it. And so that was really hard to accept. That was tough, man. That was tough to accept. But in the funeral, I did not go to see his body or anything, because I wanted to remember him as being alive and upbeat, and so that's what I wanted my last memory of him to be. And sometimes I just find that we go through life so quickly. Every day there are things that just occupy our time, and these things revolve. Every day is the same thing. We go through the same routine. We wake up in the morning, we prepare ourselves, our hygiene, we take care of that, then we take care of our meals, then we take care of our transportation, and then we get to work. Then we come back home and we do whatever we have to do at home, and then we go to bed, and then we continue the cycle. And then in the process, people die, and then we just continue to live. And, sometimes the reality strikes us, but wait, this person is gone, no more. Life is so short. This person will not be there waiting for that bus in the same spot anymore. That person will not be playing their radio on Sundays anymore. That person will not be working in that store cashing anymore. That person will not be picking up your daughter from school anymore. That person will not be calling you randomly when you pass the street anymore. That person will no longer be a part of your reality. I remember in February of this year, this man called me and he says to me, Mikey, my mom died, and so, and I want you to, broadcast her funeral for me. It's a very important time for me. My mom was everything that I had, so I wanted to work well. So I come to you. I say, okay, I understand. We'll do this for you. And so we did that, we interacted and so on. The funeral came and it went. 2 weeks ago, his family calls me and says, Mikey, we want to hire you to do a funeral for us. Okay, sure, give me the details. Well, he died. I'm like, what? What are you saying? Well, he passed away. I'm like, what do you mean? You know? And so today, I had to visit the same church to bury the same man, or to do the broadcast of the service of the same man who just had me to bury his mom. And that was hard. The reality was hard. You understand? Hard to accept. Because sometimes we are not prepared, so our minds take a while to understand. And I think there's a psychological term for it. It's dissonance, cognitive dissonance, or something to that effect, I think is a term. Where your mind just cannot comprehend. In other words, with a saying local term, to put it simple, we wasn't ready. You understand? So I'm saying all of this to say that let us do more as a people to appreciate the people around us. Your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your aunt, your friends. The people who make your life what it is today. Even those who you think you don't want to see. Even those who you think you don't want to see. But you would realize after they die that the people who were a headache to you helped shape you into the person you are today. Who is prepared to deal with people like them. You are now equipped when you head out to the world to deal with people like them. So people coming after you and they find, but how come they're not penetrating you? How come you're not getting angry? They don't understand. How come you're not getting angry after all that I do? What they don't know is that you had a neighbor who is 10 times worse than they are, who prepared you to deal with that. So that for you is a walk in the park. So everyone around you, they have their place in your life. They have their place. And even when you think they are a nuisance to you, they still have their place. I leave the picture up because I want to remind you that at one point in time in our life, he was the most popular man on the island. And he did not live to get old. We did not get to see him live to 60, to walk with a stick, or to become an old advisor. We didn't get to see that. The wise man who has retired from radio and now has a wealth of knowledge to share. That's what we were looking for. That's what we were looking forward to. We didn't get that. And so you may not get that. You may not get that too from the people who are around you. So appreciate them now. As much as you could. Okay? We are moving on. I take up all the time. I keep a real talking, you know. Folks, what I would like to do is I want to take a break. Let me drink some meringue on the program. I want to take a quick break and come back. And when I come back, we will talk some more. All right? We got the national report and we've got the weather.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
It's Soca Parang Indie Basket, the Spice Basket. Saturday, 5th November, featuring from Trinidad, Grunta, Baron,
Yo, then you go see how the parangos have me.
Marcia Miranda.
Darling, look, it's Christmas, a special time of year.
From Grenadians, Jericho String Band, Hassan Leke and Steve Theodore. Get your early bird ticket for $60 after you pay $80 and more at the door. And are available at Chucky's Bar, Brendan on the Terminal, Grenada Optical in St. George's, Gittins Pharmacy Grenville, Gittins Healthcare Grandance, Shi's Bar St. Mark's, Nick and Bites Quav, St. David's Pharmacy, Calico Shopping Center, Main Street Sotiers, Soka Parang, Indie Basket, Spice Basket, Saturday 5th November, showtime 8 p.m. Brought to you by National Lotteries Authority, WeFM, Boss FM, Top FM, Magic FM, Bulk by Carib, Captain's Harris, GBN, MTV, Alamanda Hotel, 3 O's Auto Supplies, and Grenada Distillers, Soka Parang, Indie Basket, Spice Basket, Saturday 5th November, showtime 8 p.m. It's another Chucky's promotion.
National Insurance Scheme continues to make it easy to access our services using the MyNIS online platform. Now we're introducing a new feature that allows you to submit your benefit claims from the convenience of your smart devices. No paper, no hassle. All you have to do is log in to my.nisgrenada.org. Select Claims, fill out the relevant information, and click Submit. We'll take it from there. It's that simple and that easy. Submit a claim from the comfort of your home as you rest and recuperate. Enjoy the convenience of faster claim processing and monitor the status of your claim every step of the way. We are excited to introduce this new feature to better serve you. NIS is changing the game and the way you make your claim. Access anywhere and anytime with MyNIS Online.
Have you ever imagined the value of being provided the best care services in the comfort of your own home? Or do you need caregivers that are truly invested in the health and well-being of your loved ones? Here at Innovative Healthcare, we are committed to providing you the highest quality care right in your home and the flexibility to recover at your own pace. Our services include Alzheimer's dementia care, wound care, physiotherapy, post-hospitalization care, cataract care, and so much more. We understand the great importance of your health and privacy. That's why we have a fully staffed team comprising of medical doctors, registered nurses, patient care technicians, and nursing assistants. We are located at Grove Street, St. George's. So contact us on 404-7838 to book an appointment today.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom.
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PT-INR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
Spare your pocket, spare the earth, always at Grenlet, you come first. Save energy, save a dime, reduce your wattage and reduce your time. When you use appliances, make sure you buy energy efficient every time. Spare your pocket, spare the earth, always at Grenlet, you come first. Spare your pocket, spare the earth, always at Grenlet, you come first.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
The Blood Tour with Marvia Providence. Marvia Providence with a live band bringing you some of her newest and greatest hits.
If your hands are anointed, I feel like a running, skipping. I am a warrior. Bullet with the Holy Ghost blood.
Join the world-renowned recording artist Marvia Providence live in Grenada on Saturday, November 19th, 2022 at 7 p.m. Venue, Gateway Conference Center on Maurice Bishop Highway, Grenada. Get your tickets at these locations now or visit www.grenadagospel.com. This chain-breaking praise tour is coming with a difference. Call 533-0099 for vending and sponsorship opportunities available.
time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Grenada records a 40% increase in revenue earned by government for the first 9 months of 2022 from the CBI program, a total of $112 million. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report.
Prepare for hurricane. Prepare for hurricane. Make sure you have your radio and your batteries too. Waterproof flashlight candles will do. Tin stuff, garbage bag, first aid kit. Come on people, make sure you have it. Clean water in a container and a hurricane plan. Hear me no man.
Hurricane damage is beyond your control. Surviving the aftermath is up to you. Have a hurricane plan. It can save your life and your family too.
Prepare for hurricane. Your hair, prepare for hurricane.
With the details to the news for Thursday, November 3rd, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Grenada is experiencing major benefits with its earnings under the Citizenship by Investment program, noting a record 40% increase in revenue earned by government for the first 9 months of 2022 compared to the same period in 2021. To further break this down, government collected $112 million in 2022 during the first 9 months from the CBI program, while $80 million was collected for the same period in 2021. Additionally, the approved applications for private sector projects will potentially generate $207 million in investment project funds for the period January to September 2022, compared to the $161 million for the same period in 2021. These numbers are why government is keen on ensuring a healthy investment climate in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, as it has proven to be beneficial for the state. Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell says the investment migration, or citizen by investment industry, is a $20 billion industry, and Grenada can reap positively from this sector. He was delivering the keynote address at the Investment Migration and the Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited annual roundtable conference on Thursday at Radisson Beach Resort.
The government of Grenada will be moving purposefully and systematically to strengthen our CBI program. The National Transformation Regulations will be brought to life to ensure that the fund is actually created and that the projects funded by the NTF are those designed to fundamentally change for the better our quality of life and resilience as a people. And I listened to Bruno talk about the fact that the funds should not be used for recurrent expenditure, but to really be placed in projects and programs that are transformative and that can sustain and improve quality of life for our people.
Government has begun restructuring the local CBI program to ensure it operates at maximum capacity while at the same time serving in the best interest of the country. A new board was instituted and the process of increasing staff at the CBI office has begun. Prime Minister Mitchell says the CBI program, though heavily focused on hotel and real estate investment, falls within his government's transformational agenda for the tourism sector, which will translate to even more benefits for the country.
Speaking to our transformational agenda for tourism, on page of my party's manifesto, we committed to grow room stock in Grenada to 4,000 hotel rooms, whereby special investment incentives will be provided for expansion of room stock in parishes outside of St. George. And to promote high-end stayover visitors, we will promote investment in small to medium-sized luxury hotels and villas to attract visitors seeking a special experience and destination. And therefore, special incentives will be given for the development of tourism in rural communities. I highlight this passage and I draw attention to it because some persons hold the view that the CBI program is too heavily weighted to tourism and real estate development. but this emphasis is unlikely to change until we get to the critical number of rooms that will guarantee the viability of our international airport, create year-round employment in the tourism sector, and allow viable small businesses in the supply chain to flourish.
Prime Minister Mitchell commended the Grenada Cooperative Bank for their efforts in supporting and creating the platform for investment discussions that can take the country forward. The Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, in collaboration with the Engender Project and the UNDP, turned the sword on Wednesday to signal the start of construction of a responsive, climate-smart, multi-purpose center in Lakalom, St. David. The center will cater to the training and capacity development needs of people living with disabilities in Grenada. The climate-smart center will be constructed under the Enabling Gender-Responsive Disaster Recovery, Climate and Environmental Resilience and Gender in the Caribbean. The sword turning follows the project launch at the Radisson Grenada Beach Resort on Tuesday. Manager of the Engender Project, Dr. Mariam Allen, said the UNDP is responsible for giving support to the government of Grenada by conducting a feasibility and environmental assessment. The project manager said the UNDP is ecstatic to be part of the initiative to further integrate gender equality and human rights-based approaches to disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation.
Engender's work in Grenada is a multi-tiered project initiative which includes a first step support to the government of Grenada to conduct a gender-responsive feasibility and environmental assessment, which applies a rights-based approach to secure co-financing from other development institutions such as the Caribbean Development Bank, as well as other potential funding agencies in the development of a national disability resource center for Grenada, located in this area. At present, there is no dedicated people with disabilities responsive facility. The development of a national disability resource center will allow for the government of Grenada to achieve one of its key targets outlined within the National Gender Equality Policy and Action Plan, which positions for the inclusion of gender sensitivity to be embedded in both disaster response as well as disaster preparedness in respect of specific needs of different communities, households, and persons with special needs.
Minister with responsibility for community development and housing, Honorable Philip Telesford, said his ministry welcomes the initiative.
The Ministry of Social Development, Social and Community Development, Housing, and Gender Affairs has identified the need for people with disability responsive programming and policies. The Climate Smart Multipurpose Center will incorporate sustainable building practices, including rainwater harvesting and 100% solar power. So the building is going to be totally powered by energy from the sun. And that is indeed a wonderful milestone to be achieved. This PWD Responsive Climate Smart Multipurpose Center will serve as a demonstration site and resource center to drive awareness, education, and capacity development around PWD responsive policies and intervention.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Grenada. The time for the national census is here again. Interviewers will be visiting your homes to gather information about you and your family. The data you provide determines budget allocation for health, grant funding for community projects, and government assistance for families and the elderly. The census is required by law, and so is your participation. We assure you that your information will be kept confidential. Do your part. Stand up and be counted, because we all count in this census. For more information about the census and your participation, contact the Grenada Central Statistical Office at 440-1369 or cso@cso.gov.gd.
Welcome back. The Mount Morris Anglican School is one of 8 institutions to benefit from Veronica's Way, a non-profit organization based in the United States with a mission to enhance and empower the lives of people in the global community by expressing acts of love through service in areas of ending hunger, computer literacy, and educational support. Founder of the organization is Grenadian Crispin Michael Booker. During an interview with the GIS, he says the organization was founded to honor the memory of his grandmother, Veronica Paul, who has taught him the importance of love and compassion for others. On Wednesday, the organization gifted and installed 8 desktop computers at the Mount Morris Anglican School. Crispin says this is his organization's 2nd trip to Grenada since the founding of the group in 2016.
We've donated 65 computers to this mission. We are going to 8 institutions. I use the word institutions because not all are schools. We wanted to make sure that we tackle the schools in Grenada, but also there are programs and other facilities that are providing aid to children in the community. One of them being the program for adolescent mothers, and the other being Bel Air, the Bel Air home for children. And lastly, Bring Back Belmont. We're providing them computers as well to help take the neighborhood children off the street and start teaching them how to use a computer.
The selection of institutions is done following a process.
We have a nomination form that you have to fill out. It tells us how many students are in the school, the shape of the computer room, if they have a computer room, the necessary security protocols in place to protect the computers and make sure that they're not impacted by inclement weather. And from there, we just take those recommendations and we vet them from there. We make phone calls, we talk to the school sends us pictures to validate everything, and then we just create an ongoing relationship from there.
The Rotary Club East of Grenada played an integral role in ensuring that the computers were cleared at the port and securely stored for distribution. President of the Rotary Club East is Charles Hossel.
We were actually approached through the Co-op Bank, and Veronica's Way had, obviously, I guess because of their contacts up here, got in touch with them, and it was suggested that the Rotary Clubs got involved, and through Mr. Dowden, he approached Mr. Granger, who is a member of our club, and that's how we got involved. We were more than happy to use our expertise and our contacts to help them bring in their computers and safely store them so that when they came, they wouldn't have a problem with the equipment, and then we would help them install.
Principal of the Mount Morris Anglican School, Rachel Fort, expressed gratitude on the behalf of the staff and students.
I am very happy to have received these gifts this morning, as a lot of the times we seem not to be fortunate enough to get gifts such as these, and I can express my gratitude to Veronica's Way in collaboration with the Rotary Club of Grenada enough for this gift this morning. It's a very timely gift.
Veronica's Way team will depart the island on Saturday. Finally, in the news, the staff at the Ministry of Labour said thank you and goodbye to Acting Labour Commissioner Reginald Lord for his over 30 years of service. A ceremony to celebrate his retirement was held on Wednesday. Mr. Lord will be remembered within the service as a Labour officer and most recently Acting Labour Commissioner who fought hard to resolve labour and occupational health and safety issues. Minister for Labour Senator the Honourable Claudette Joseph and Permanent Secretary Anna Brizan commended Mr. Lord for his contribution in labour and wished him an enjoyable retirement.
32 years is a long time. 32 years of dedicated service to country and to the people of Grenada. Not many people can boast of selfless service and sacrifice to one's nation for such a long time. And so, on behalf of the government and people of Grenada, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and specifically on behalf of the Prime Minister, for your long years of dedicated service, sacrifice, and stick-to-itiveness in the rough times and the tough times. I knew you from before. I would really like for you to enjoy your retirement, your well-earned retirement. You have certainly left your mark here. I can see that in the short space of time that I have been Minister of Labour. You are certainly a champion for your co-workers and for fairness in dealing with matters that come before you as Commissioner.
And as you reflect on your journey in the public service, you are truly the personification of, without a test, there is a testimony. And without a trial, there will be no triumph. And you have displayed the highest level of professionalism, dedication and passion to the development of the labor relations field in Grenada, given 32 years of service. So I join with all your colleagues to wish you the very best. And God's richest blessings of only the brightest and the best on your life.
It was a bittersweet moment for members of staff who were trained by Mr. Lord and those who worked with him over the years.
He taught us practically and intellectually as well. He showed us the way, and he also put us out there immediately. He was like, the best way to learn is to be out there and to experience it. But Mr. Lord, I must say that I appreciate everything that you have done. Cheers to you, Mr. Lord, and blessings.
Throughout the time, he has always been there to give us guidance. My first inspection was Mr. Lord, my first occupational health and safety inspection. And Mr. Lord opened my eyes towards occupational health and safety. Keep in mind, before I entered here, I never knew occupational health and safety existed. And so he kept coaching us throughout, until I had a passion of my own, and I decided that I wanted to do a course in occupational health and safety through Mr. Lord. So I could say that he has inspired me to move forward educational-wise, learning-wise, through occupational health and safety. Thanks a lot for having me. The emotions are coming. That's natural. He made sure he tell me, don't go and put on a bag of tears inside. So, Mr. Lord, thanks again, and I really appreciate you. You know where you have been, what you have been through, and who you have been to me, and I really appreciate you.
Oh, Mr. Lord, it was nice working with you. You love people, and people love you. And we know wherever you go, you will always fit in. And you believe in labor, but the good thing is, I know where you live.
Mr. Lord, I just want to wish you all the best in your journey. I pray that God will bless you and keep you. I pray for a long life for you. And throughout the years, working in the public service, that's my first time actually working with you closely. But I've known you throughout the years, and you have been an inspiration to me because you have this warmness about you. You're easy to welcome people and stuff. You jokify and you're just friendly and everything. And I feel close towards you, although we haven't worked together for long. So I just want to wish you all the best, and I pray that God will just continue to bless you and keep you.
An emotional Lord reminisced on his journey within the service and advised the younger employees to remain focused on getting the job done.
What you should concentrate on is the service that you provide, and that's the best reward. Thanks for the token. Thanks for making me feel appreciated.
That story just ended the national report for Thursday, November 3rd, recapping the top story. Grenada records a 40% increase in revenue earned by government for the first 9 months of 2022 from the CBI program, a total of $112 million. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us.
Hi, Rikisha and the rest of the GIS news team. Have a good one. All right, and folks, what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a look at the weather, and following that, we're going to say a hello to a few people. So we want to say hi. Oh, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy. Again, partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy, with few brief to widely scattered showers and the possible isolated thunder. Now tonight's minimum temperature 25.5 degrees Celsius and the winds easterly to southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. And for Friday, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy and breezy with few brief to widely scattered showers and the possible isolated thunder improving during the evening. Max temperature 31 degrees Celsius and a minimum 25.5. Winds east-southeasterly to southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Saying hello to Michelle, Bermuda, Claire, Avril, and Cynthia, Suzanne. Congrats to boy Rasreg. Yeah, Ajamu. Blessings. Yeah, Rasreg, get you, man. Rasreg is out the door. He has run a good race, so blessings to him as well. And Ajamu, you too. Moving from the typical soca and calypso arena into your journey doing gospel, lipso, and what else you'll be doing from here forward. Also, we want to say hello to Claire and Java, Gloria, it's Clovey, Kireen, and Michelle again. We have my mom, Lintana, Sharon with us as well, and Ansha is with us as well. So blessings to Ansha. Velma and Della, and who else? There's somebody showing up as Facebook viewer. Nelsia, how are you doing? Blessings to you, Nelsia. Who else? And everyone else, really, we want to say hello to you guys, okay? And may God... Yvonne, it's your time of the year. People calling your name crazy. You'll call your name for the rest of the season. Okay? Yvonne. And, all of you. Maureen, blessings to you. And all the usual suspects, hello. Guys, take care of yourselves. It's been a long day, so I'm going to get some rest right now and wishing that you get the same. Take care. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, Rolanda, 2, 1. Diana, we all say, Ja! No! Blessings, blessings, blessings. Kirin, everybody, take care of yourselves. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, God's willing, on the business. Take care.